The history of illicit drug business in Mexico has one exceptionally phenomenal name associated with it. He is Joaquin Guzman Lara, commonly known as El Chapo. El Chapo, in Spanish, means shorty. This nickname was given to him due to his short stature, standing at around 167 centimeters tall. The influence of El Chapo is massive. He is cunning and employs unexpected tactics in running his business. In fact, he managed to escape from prison in Mexico twice despite multiple layers of security. Let's dive right in and take a look at the journey of El Chapo in running his drug cartel and his astounding prison escapes. El Chapo was born in Badiraguato, a town in the northern state of Sinaloa, Mexico. He grew up in a poor farming family, and as a young child, El Chapo had to sell drinks and fruits to contribute to the family's income. His father was a tough figure and also involved in the drug trade. Although the land of El Chapo's birthplace was fertile, lack of job opportunities drove many to turn to illegal activities for lucrative gains, including selling marijuana and opium. During his teenage years, El Chapo had to fend for himself as his family couldn't support him. Without a proper education, he followed in his father's footsteps, starting to cultivate marijuana to earn money at the age of 15. Approaching his 30s, the quiet man worked as a driver for Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, the founder of the Guadalajara cartel. However, due to internal conflicts within the Guadalajara cartel, El Chapo decided to establish his own criminal empire, along with Hector Luis Palma Salazar. Their enterprise was named the Sinaloa Cartel, and its territory was centered in Sinaloa, a crucial trading area that served as a link for drug distribution to the United States. With the establishment of his cartel, El Chapo's drug business continued to thrive, which drew the attention of the FBI and the Drug Enforcement Administration of the United States. He was considered one of the most dangerous players in the drug trade. Meanwhile, the power of Colombian drug cartels like Medellin and Cali started to diminish, and the Sinaloa cartel filled the vacuum. Under El Chapo's leadership, the Sinaloa cartel gained control over cocaine trade from South America to the United States. They employed various methods to smuggle drugs, such as hiding cocaine in fire extinguishers or constructing air-conditioned underground tunnels that crossed the Mexico-US border. Their smuggling techniques were sophisticated and creative. The Sinaloa cartel's operations expanded beyond cocaine, encompassing marijuana, heroin, and methamphetamine. They not only reached the United States but also extended their criminal organization's influence to other continents, making them one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the world. With the success of the Sinaloa cartel came inevitable consequences. For years, El Chapo's associates were suspected of being involved in thousands of murders and kidnappings across Mexico. As you all know, drug cartels in Mexico operate through terror. Killings are common, driven by competition among rival cartels. Interestingly, in El Chapo's hometown of Badiraguato, he was considered a Robin Hood figure, someone who provided significant funds for village development. But what about the Mexican government? In 1993, Guatemalan authorities arrested El Chapo and sent him back to Mexico. He was found guilty by the court and sentenced to 20 years in prison. Did El Chapo's influence stop there? Certainly not. Even in prison, his sophisticated drug operations continued. Thanks to the Sinaloa cartel's extraordinary power and the ongoing bribing of prison officials. In 2001, El Chapo managed to escape from prison. There are different versions of his escape. The first version suggests he fled through a laundry basket, aided by bribed prison guards. The second version is that El Chapo disguised himself as a prison guard, casually walking out of the prison's front gate. His escape led to the arrest of 71 prison officials. A decade later, El Chapo continued to expand his empire while keeping a low profile due to his fugitive status. The Sinaloa cartel reportedly raked in profits of up to $3 billion annually. At one point, El Chapo even made it to Forbes' list of the world's richest people, ranking 701st with a fortune of $1 billion. The United States also put El Chapo on their most wanted list, offering a $5 million reward for information leading to his capture. Seemingly invincible, El Chapo could still move freely across Mexico, even hosting weddings with politicians and police officers in attendance. When El Chapo wanted to dine at a restaurant, his team would collect everyone's phones to prevent any leaks. After the meal, the phones would be returned, courtesy of El Chapo. After 13 years on the run, El Chapo was finally captured in a hotel in the city of Mazatlan, Mexico, in February 2014. The United States requested his extradition to avoid another escape incident. However, Mexico's President Enrique Peña Nieto refused, promising that El Chapo wouldn't escape again. Interestingly, it was later revealed that during his presidency from 2012 to 2018, Peña Nieto had received bribes from El Chapo. Back in prison, less than 2 years passed before El Chapo planned another escape. He managed to flee through the only area without surveillance cameras, the shower room. Underground, a tunnel had been dug connecting his cell to a safe house approximately 1.6 kilometers away. This escape took place in July 2015. On January 8, 2016, El Chapo was recaptured in the city of Los Mochis. He was returned to the prison he had escaped from a year earlier. In 2017, El Chapo was extradited to the United States to face charges related to drug trafficking and other offenses. After a series of legal proceedings, on February 12, 2019, El Chapo was found guilty on all charges brought against him. These ranged from leading a drug cartel and bribing former Mexican presidents to firearm possession. On July 17, 2019, he was sentenced to life in prison and ordered to forfeit $12.6 billion to the government. Now, the man with the alias El Rapido, due to his speed in smuggling drugs from Mexico to the U.S., is serving his sentence in the United States super maximum security prison, ADX Florence. No one has ever successfully escaped from this remote prison. In prison, El Chapo remains mostly silent due to a lack of Spanish-speaking inmates. His cell is soundproof to prevent Morse code communication, and the window is so small that escape planning is nearly impossible. That concludes the story of El Chapo, from his childhood to his current trial in one of the world's most secure prisons, equipped with 1,400 automated steel doors. What do you think about Joaquin Guzman Lora's journey? Absolutely mind-blowing, isn't it? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have other video requests, feel free to write them in the comment section. See you in the next video.